Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Football on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Eddy Maldonado, and tonight the Highlanders host the Fisherman of Gloucester. The Fishermen come in with an 0-1 record overall. Eddy losing to Beverly last week 27-14. Of course, the Highlanders with a victory over Boston English last week 32-6. Now that was a win against a team they'd beaten last year. Now begins the revenge tour, the opportunity to take on a team that they lost to last year by the score of 42-8 to open their season last year.
Yeah, we talked last week about how last week for the Highlanders was going to be kind of a measuring game, right? Where are they at? Where's our team at? Coach Pereira talked about that. This is another one of those games again. It's a measuring stick game. Let's see if the Highlanders can step up to the challenge today.
No doubt about that. Gloucester coming off a season where they were 5-3 overall, qualified for Division 5 playoffs, lost in the first round to eventual state runner-up Hanover, the #1 seed in that tournament. They lost that game 42-16. They come in a much younger team than last year. Last year was a very veteran team. For example, they beat the Beverly team that they lost to last week 42-14 last year. So a different team, a younger team, and an opportunity for the Highlanders to see where that measuring stick is.
Yeah, great opportunity here with the Highlanders tonight.
Talk about the Highlanders and what they bring to the table. Gavin Fusil led last week with rushing. He had 2 touchdown rushes as well. Second rusher for the Highlanders is Ishmael Mack. Of course, Sam D'Souza taking care of the quarterback position, and keep your eyes out for Marcus Pineda. We are about to get underway. The kicker for the Fisherman is Jalen Severino. He's also their leading rusher from last week. Had 11 carries for 81 yards against Beverly. So Severino is going to be all over the place. You see the captain's C on his jersey as well. We're definitely going to get to say his name, Eddy.
Definitely. Severino is definitely someone to watch on the Fisherman side of the ball. He's going to play in all 3 phases, special teams, offense, and defense for them as he gets ready to kick things off here. No transportation delays today. We're ready to roll.
Absolutely. Full 12-minute quarters tonight, not the 8 minutes we had last week against English. And we are about to get underway from Dilboy Stadium. Highlanders will start on the offense as they receive the kickoff. Severino's kick is away. That's going to be fielded by Ryan Lewis. Lewis brings it out across the 20. He's got room and speed as Lewis gets it out almost to midfield, out to the Highlander 47. A great way to start the game.
Great return for Lewis there. He saw an opening and he attacked it. And a great job blocking on that kick return as well.
Ryan Lewis, one of the young sophomores on the team that I know Coach Pereira is so excited about as we have a Highlander down on the field.
And as we get back into the game, Highlanders with great field position here offensively to start their first drive.
Ryan Lewis with the great return, number 4, as you see him go out to the top of your screen. I formation behind Sam D'Souza, and Sam was going to keep it and just power forward. Nice play there for the Highlanders. Gains about 4 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 6. Nice opener.
Yeah, what I loved about the Highlander offense last week that we saw a few different formations. They didn't stick to just one. We saw the I formation there. We see a full house backfield at times last week. We also saw them in a sort of a pistol formation as well. So they're mixing it up, and they're also always going to get both of their running backs involved, both Fusil and Mack.
No doubt about that, as Fusil is the deep back right now. Gavin will get it. He's through the middle, taken down after a gain of about 3. Brings up a 3rd down and a long 3 for the Highlanders.
3rd and 3.
Fusil burst the second time he touched the ball last week for a huge 65-yard touchdown.
Yeah, is Fusil the Thunder and Ishmael Mack the Lightning? Is that what we want to refer to them going forward?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
As Fusil still the deep back. 3 receivers now for D'Souza. D'Souza gives it to Mateus, the up back.
See if he has enough.
And Fernandez Mateus gets the 1st down.
That'll move the chains. 3 straight runs. They mix it up. Quarterback sneak, running back, and now they give it to the fullback.
4-yard run.
Setting the tone here.
Fernandez, good for a Highlanders first down.
Really good idea as well, play call wise. Keep it simple in this moment. Yes. Make sure it's easier to get focused on these easier plays.
Just line up and push the other guy.
Absolutely. And the Highlander offensive line doing the job right now. It'll be first down and 10 for the Highlanders from the Fisherman 42-yard line.
Yeah, great to see Mateus Fernandez get involved. We saw him get involved in the run game and pass game last week.
D'Souza, 3 receivers. He's back to pass. Looking over, deep ball. And Pineda's got the catch inside the 10. He's out of bounds.
There's Pineda. Last week we saw him do some damage in the pass game, and also we saw Souza miss him a couple times, but not that time. He got him.
D'Souza with the nice pass downfield, but I'll tell you, Pineda, one hand, it looked like he brought that ball in. Offensive coordinator Bob Silva said Pineda's got the best hands on the team, and well, by golly, it looks like that's true. So the Highlanders have it here, first and goal, knocking on the door with their first drive from the 8-yard line.
And Pineda listed as a tight end, but we saw him split out wide on that play.
Talked about that full house backfield.
Here it comes.
Here it is right here. Give us to Fusile. He's got 2 blockers in front, tries to cut it back. Good job there by the Fishermen as they're able to stand firm, holding it to a gain of only about a yard.
Yeah, nicely done there by the Fisherman defensive side of the ball. They're able to kind of close the gap there. We thought Fusile was going to be able to make that cutback, but he was unable to do so.
D'Souza back in with the play from offensive coordinator Bob Silva. First drive of the game, the Highlanders started this one at their own 47 after a great kickoff return by Ryan Lewis. Second down and goal from the 7. Full house backfield once again. The give is to Fusile. Here to the left-hand side. Flag down on the play.
Flag on the play.
Looks to be in the area of holding.
Oh. Looks like it's going to be a false start.
Yep.
Which in the scheme of things is better than a hold. It's only 5 yards you're going to lose instead of 10.
Wait for the official call here.
And they will decline it.
Yep.
So now it will be third down.
False start.
And goal for the Highlanders from the 7.
Third goal.
We saw D'Souza last week on a 2-point conversion under some pressure roll out to his right and find Marcos Pineda in the end zone. We also saw him connect with Pineda for a couple touchdown passes as well.
Yep, and they'll come out in that pistol formation there.
Pistol formation, 4 receivers out. Pineda's at the bottom of the screen. He looks to the right, though. Looks for Jackson Smith off of Smith's fingertips. And whoo, that was close because Nico Alves in the area.
Yeah, Nico Alves able to get his hand on that one and almost pick it off. Dangerous throw there for the Highlanders.
Brings up fourth down and goal for the Highlanders from the 8-yard line, actually. And they will go for it here on fourth down. Tim Jones, the kicker for the Highlanders, not being brought out. Highlanders looking for pay dirt here on their opening drive. Pistol set, trips to the near side. Pineda's at the top of the screen. Yep. Timeout's going to be taken by the Fisherman.
We saw Coach O'Connor for the Fisherman run out there, saw something he didn't like and used that timeout.
Got a sneaking suspicion, I don't know, but they had the Fisherman spread out in a man-to-man formation, pretty much lined up man-to-man. That left a lot of room possibly for Gavin Fusile. Yep. 8:26 remaining here in the first quarter. Highlanders driving. As they have it fourth down and goal from the 8-yard line. Timeout taken by the Fisherman.
Yeah, this area in the field tends to be where they like to give the ball to Gavin. Gavin Fusil, but as you mentioned, Todd, we've also seen D'Souza roll out to his right and look for Pineda.
Of course, we're saying all these names, and they threw it to Jackson Smith the last time.
Yep.
A wealth of options for the Highlanders on the offense, something we've not been able to say for a while.
And Jackson Smith was somebody that we highlighted last week that they wanted to get involved.
That is true. Another one of the sophomores. The coaching staff really, really likes Ryan Lewis, Jackson Smith, numbers 4 and 11 respectively. You see them out there, along with Mateus Fernandez. Trips to the top, Pineda at the bottom.
And now we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout taken by the Highlanders.
Timeout, Somerville.
You can tell such an important play here, because the Highlanders came out, got that big kickoff return. They really want to get points on the board, but they want to obviously do it by virtue of the touchdown.
Yeah, you want to get 6 here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 4th down and goal from the 8. Both teams taking timeouts.
It wasn't even a thought, and Coach Pereira's had to kick a field goal here. He knows he wants the touchdown, and that's exactly what he's going for.
Last year's game against the Fisherman, I was at that game at Gloucester. It was the first game of the season for the Highlanders. It was the second season of Coach Pereira's tenure, and they were not a settled team at that point in time. There were a lot of motion penalties, a lot of mistakes on the field that were made, and Gloucester took advantage of them, and 42-8 was the end result of that. But I came away from that game thinking, in terms just of the size of the teams, Gloucester's a little bit bigger, but not that much bigger. And now they've lost that senior leadership that they had last year. Highlanders, for all intents and purposes, as we're seeing on this opening drive, matching up very well.
Yeah, and Highlanders, and to be honest, had an identity crisis last year, it felt like, right? They didn't really know yet what type of offense they wanted to run, but here they're more settled. D'Souza at quarterback.
Highlander fans getting excited here. Pistol set. Trips to the top, Pineda at the bottom. D'Souza rolling to the right. He's tucking and running. He's looking to get into the end zone. He reaches out, and he's down at the 1-yard line. Flag is behind the play in the location of holding. Highlanders unable to get the touchdown. We will see what the flag is. He was brought down at the 1-yard line. Holding will be the call against the Highlanders. They decline the holding. It will be Fisherman ball.
That penalty is declined.
They will mark it at the 1-yard line.
First and 10, Gloucester.
D'Souza just 1 yard away from pay dirt there.
Unfortunately, it would have come back with the holding. But a good idea there. And also a play that could have a variation to a pass later on today.
Absolutely.
So the Highlanders come up empty on their opening drive, failing to convert on a 4th and goal from the 8. Gloucester takes over at their own 1-yard line. Cameron Rodolozzi at quarterback, and there's trouble back there, as that's a safety for the Highlander defense.
Mateus Fernandez getting back there, causing havoc.
Mateus Fernandez takes down Cameron Rodolozzi, and the Highlanders lead this one 2-0.
So D'Souza stopped right at the 1, and that actually works out for the Highlander defense.
That was the plan.
There.
That's how they planned it.
2-0 Somerville.
So Somerville leads 2-0 after the safety. Great job there, Mateus Fernandez, as he came knifing in. Rodolozzi had nowhere to go on that one.
No, it seemed like the Highlander defensive front was in the backfield right on the snap.
We talked about our concern about matching up size-wise against this Gloucester team.
Didn't seem to be a problem.
Not a problem on that play. And the Highlanders, of course, will get the ball here after the safety. So a great opportunity after we saw the Highlanders, an effective drive, got it down into scoring position, just weren't able to put it across. Missed it by 1 yard, but now they'll get that opportunity
2-for-1 opportunity here for the Highlanders.
So Severino will line this one up. It will be a punt. He will punt this one away.
We'll have to punt this one away. And as we talked about, Severino, not just their wide receiver, but their kicker and apparently their punter as well.
Yes. As he's going to kick this one near side,
nice
keep it away
punt,
from Ryan Lewis. It ends up with Ishmael Mack. And Max says, son, you don't know what you just did, as he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. No flags on the field.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but we might have some laundry.
Oh, I see that now.
41-yard kick return by number 2.
I was looking back.
Yeah, yep.
First
Got the hold
Somerville.
up. I see it now around the 40-yard line. It blended in with the orange.
That bright yellow flag blended right in.
Blended right in. Ismail with a heck of a run there. But it was aided by an illegal block. 8:05 remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders lead 2-0. They will start their second drive of the game from midfield. So great field position
Still
again
great
for
field
the Highlanders.
position. Yep. Highlanders special team has shown up the last 2 weeks.
No doubt about that. Special team turnover last week for the Highlanders set them up with a first and goal that they converted for their second touchdown last week against the Eagles. Jackson Smith down here to the near side. I formation behind D'Souza. The give is to Fusil. And he has stood up.
Nice job.
Good defensive play there.
55.
Joseph Allen sliding in from his lying backing position.
No gain on the run by number 1, Gavin Fusil. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now for the Highlanders. Receivers switching sides. Ryan Lewis to the near side. 2 receivers at the top is Pineda and Smith. I formation in the backfield. Fusil the deep back. Back to pass is D'Souza. Looking for Pineda. Good coverage there. D'Souza threw it where nobody would catch it.
Yeah, blanket coverage there by Carlos Velasquez on the coverage for the Fisherman. Well done.
3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10 now for the Highlanders. Leading this one 2-0 after the safety. Would love to stay on the field a little bit here offensively, keep that Gloucester offense off the field. Back to that 4 receiver set, single back is Fusil. As Smith is going to go as the top back on the trip side. Souza looks out there, tries to get it to Pineda, a little high. As Pineda was able to get a hand on it, and thank goodness he did, because Cameron Olsen was back there.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I think Pineda made a saving tip there. Would have been intercepted.
Olsen looked like, number 20, looked like he was lining up to catch that one. Pineda with the tip. Tim Jones on for the punt for the Highlanders from the 50, 7:14 remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders leading by a safety. And Jones, nice punt. Fair catch is called for and taken at the 19-yard line by Carlos Velasquez.
Yeah, Highlanders switching it up there with D'Souza
Oh, that was
punting
D'Souza.
that one instead of Tim Jones
Goodness.
in that play. Yep.
I saw 10 out there. But you're exactly right. They put D'Souza back there to make that punt.
Yep. Keeping us and the Fishermen on their toes.
Well, you know, and after I was trying to do a score recap to open the second half last weekend, and Pereira goes with the onside kick, I got to stay on my
can't
toes.
put your head down.
I got to
Yeah.
stay on my toes. As the Fishermen bring their offense out, they will begin from their own 19-yard line. Actually, they give them the 20. First down and 10. And the give goes nowhere as a host of Highlanders take down Joseph Allen.
Yeah, nice job by the Highlanders there to settle the edge.
As Allen gets a
2nd
yard.
and 9.
Multiple runners will be touching the ball for the Fishermen. Thomas Krebs is their big back, their beefy back. And we already talked about Jalen Severino, number 8, as well. Also Joseph Allen, number 21.
Got the Highlanders there.
Could be a hard count used by Rudalozzi there. Offsides against the Highlanders. That'll move it forward 5. Second down and 4 now for the Fishermen. The give once again is to Allen on the toss. He gets far enough for the Fisherman first down as he's brought down at the 30-yard line. Ismail Mack involved on that tackle.
Yeah. Joseph moving the chains there for the Fishermen.
1st and 10.
Velasquez is the lone receiver here near side. Give is to Allen. And good blocking out in front of him. Good first down gain as he picks up about 7 yards on that carry.
7-yard run for number 21, Joseph Allen.
Fisherman offensive line getting a nice push on this drive.
Second down and 3 now. 5:25 remaining in the quarter.
Severino in the backfield there for the Fishermen.
And the toss is to Severino as he cuts it upfield. There's going to be a hold as the flag comes in from behind. And the hold is the call. It'll remain second down. We'll see where they mark this one as they back it up 10 yards.
Holding offense.
Wind up at the Fisherman 27.
10-yard penalty.
Second down and 13 now for the Fishermen.
13.
After the holding penalty. Long down and distance here on second down for the Fishermen. Just what the Highlanders would like to do, knock them out of their ability to control the ball with that running game.
Yeah, we talk about the Highlanders making mistakes on their offensive side, or trying to prevent making mistakes, and here they have the Fishermen making those penalties.
2 receivers for the Fishermen out at the top of the screen. Allen is the back. Actually, strike that. That's Kai Rich, who was in motion.
False start.
Rudalozzi trying to keep that one, and false start's going to be the call. Looked like the Fishermen just didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, they weren't settled there. Kai Rich kind of made some movement before the ball was snapped. And
2nd and 18.
It's going to give them a false start.
Backing them up 5 more. Second down and 18 now as the Fishermen are going the wrong way. They come back to that tight formation. Back to pass as Rudalozzi stumbles again, and now he's in the grasp and down as the sack is taken there by Kerry Alphonse.
Yeah, Kerry Alphonse able to wrap him up there. It looked like Rudalozzi was having trouble finding his footing, and he'll go down.
Young sophomore Kerry Alphonse with the sack there. Coming from his defensive end position.
Rudalozzi is sacked by number 16, Kerry Alphonse.
3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Third down and 23 now for the Fishermen.
Watch the ball. Nobody jump off sides here for the Highlanders.
So the give is to Kai Rich. He's got some room. The hit there. Flags all over the place as Ryan Lewis comes in low and is able to upend him. 2 flags come flying in from 2 directions. And they're going to back up the Fishermen further. Pereira trying to decide if he wants to take it or not, and he will. And the holding was the call.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty.
Third and eternity.
Down.
Third and 25, 26, as I counted out. The line to make is the 40-yard line of the Fisherman.
Quick math there.
Clock rolls, 2:50 remaining in the quarter. Highlanders leading 2-0 off the strength of a safety sack by Mateus Fernandez. Rodolozzi, back to pass. Under some pressure, flag comes out, and a sack by a host of Highlanders. Once again, number 16, Kerry Alphonse at the bottom of it. We'll see what this flag is about in the defensive backfield.
That was a party for the defensive line in the backfield.
Going to have a defensive holding, it looks like might be the call. Could be an automatic first down. It will be against the Highlanders.
Yep. As they're moving the ball forward.
They've not received a signal. I just saw the signal of the ref coming in who threw the flag, holding on the defense.
Holding, defense.
It will keep it third down.
10-yard penalty.
Replay third down.
So we replay third down. Third and 16 now. Line to make is still the 40. More manageable here than the 3rd and 26 they had, 3rd and 16. Toss is out to the left, cut back. Good job by the Highlanders, ready for that cutback by Kai Rich. He had nowhere to go. So they stand him up after a gain of about 4.
And no flags.
No flags.
There we go.
4th down and 12. As the kicking team will come on for the Fishermen, so the Highlander defense stands up firm. Not only standing up firm, but getting a good amount of pressure on Rodolozzi.
Yeah, it seemed like the defensive line for the Highlanders was able to really get some good penetration there on that drive. They found themselves in the backfield quite a lot.
Ryan Lewis back to receive. Jalen Severino back to punt. Minute 35 remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders up 2-0. It's a good punt. Lewis is going to let it drop, and it takes a Fisherman bounce inside the 15, down to the 10, down to the 9, and that's where the Fishermen will down it. Minute 18 remaining in the quarter. Highlanders had great field position for their first 2 drives. Tough field position here to open their 3rd drive as they get it at their own 8-yard line.
Going to be a little bit of a challenge here for the Highlanders on this drive. Lewis, I don't think Lewis was ready for that punt. I don't think he expected that one to go over his head.
1st and 10 Highlanders.
Severino put the boot to it. So we will see what offensive coordinator Bob Silva is going to dial up here for the Highlanders as they are pinned back in their own territory to start this drive. I formation behind D'Souza. The give is to Fusil. He's got a hole, he's got room, and he's got a burst of speed as he's past midfield. They're going to chase him down and bring him down at the 30, but what a gain as they flip the field here at Dilboy.
What a run there for Gavin. Only thing missing at the end, he was caught from behind.
Absolutely.
He needs to see that burst of speed there.
He needs to talk to Ishmael Mack. Get that burst that
Well,
Mack
he is the Thunder. You know, he's not the Lightning.
That's true. He is the Thunder. Well, the Thunder comes booming across as the Highlanders have it now at the Fisherman 31-yard line. Huge gain there for Gavin Fusil. About a 63-yard gain there for Fusil.
Looked just like the run he had last week against Boston English.
Mateus Fernandez mowing the way from his fullback position. Loves to get the contact in there. And this time it's Ishmael Mack. Mack. And he will be wrapped up, grabbed by the collar.
That looked like Carlos Velasquez coming in to make a play there for the Fisherman.
As Mack gains nothing there on that run, maybe loses a half yard. This will end the quarter as there's 10 seconds left. Highlanders will let it roll out. Highlanders lead after 1 quarter of play here at Dilboy over the Fisherman of Gloucester by the score of 2-0.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is Somerville 2, Gloucester 0.
So the Highlander offense has been able to move the ball efficiently and effectively. Gavin Fusil able to bust a big run.
We talked about it in week 1. Coach Pereira has a game plan, right? He wants to execute that game plan, run the ball, use both of his running backs, and that seems to be exactly what he's doing here again today.
The Highlander revenge tour begins. They were able to defeat English last week, 32-6, a team they'd beaten last year. And now you look at the schedule. They've got Gloucester, a team that they lost to last year. Malden, lost to last year. Chelsea, lost to last year. Medford, Revere, Lynn English, all of them. The revenge tour is in vogue.
And you know what's great about all of those games, Todd? They play them at home.
A lot of those games at home.
Home games.
Malden and Chelsea coming up at home over the next 2 weeks. Medford will be at Tufts.
Neutral site game.
Absolutely, at Tufts University, as that will be taking place on the Tufts Jumbos football field. A big, big trophy game going on against Medford. That is coming up on October 4th. We'll have coverage of that game here on Somerville Ed TV, along with the Malden game next week and the Chelsea game the following week. I formation, 3 receivers. Here as we open out the second quarter. 2nd down and 11 for the Highlanders. D'Souza back to pass, gives it to Smith. Smith, a little quick run there after the catch. Gets about 4 yards. 3rd down and 7 now for the Highlanders.
Yeah, quick throw there. You would imagine that Coach Pereira might have four downs in mind here on this drive.
No doubt about that. He went for it on 4th and goal from the 8. So he'll definitely go for it on 4th and whatever from about the 22 or something. I formation once again. 3 receivers. The give is to Mack as Ismail tries to bust it to the outside. He's tripped up. Good penetration there. I think that was Cameron Olsen getting in there, number 20. Sliding in from his cornerback position.
1 yard run by number 2, Ismail Mack.
Brings up 4th down and 6 for the Highlanders. 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Offensive coordinator Bob Silva giving Sam D'Souza the play. 4th down and 6. Fusil is the deep back, single back. As they are in that pistol set again, Pineda at the top of the screen. Back to pass is D'Souza looking for Lewis. Instead, he's going to run it. We're going to have a flag down on the play as well. No gain there for D'Souza. And a holding is going to be the call against the Highlanders. They're going to decline that Gloucester ball at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, just nowhere to go there for D'Souza, and I believe it was number 79 for the Fisherman there, Caleb Allen, able to just close the hole and bring him down.
So the Highlanders turn it over on downs, 10:22 remaining in the half. Gloucester will start their drive from their own 26. Moved the ball a little bit last time with it, but then shot themselves in the foot with holding penalties. And Gavin Fusil with the tackle there. He was waiting for Joseph Allen coming through that hole and dropped him for a gain of about a yard.
By number 21, Joseph Allen. Second and 8.
Give him 2. We've got 2nd down and 8 now. Give right up the middle. There's the big boy as Thomas Cribbs comes through and gets the 1st down.
Yep, Cribbs able to move the chains there for the Fisherman. And to your point earlier, Todd, we're going to see a lot of different running backs here for the Fisherman tonight. We've seen 3 thus far, including Cribbs there.
1st down and 10 now for the Fisherman. Ball spotted at the Fisherman 37-yard line. Fisherman with this base run look. They want to get a couple yards every single time with the ball. Severino, the lone back now. The give is to Severino up the middle. And Fusil
the ball might have come out there.
out. Let's see. They're going to say it's down. That is a Somerville Highlander ball.
Kerry Alphonse.
Kerry Alphonse picks it up.
Highlanders, 1st and 10.
As Severino dropped it, coming through the hole, he got hit, knocked it out of his hands, and Kerry Alphonse
Able to come up with it there, yeah.
jumped right on it. Highlanders get the turnover. First turnover of the game goes to the Highlanders. 8:49 remaining in the half. Highlanders again with good field position, this time starting in Fisherman territory at the 43.
Yeah, huge opportunity here for the Highlanders.
Leading 2-0, looking to add to it. In the I formation, Mack is the deep back. Play action, looking for the screen to Mack.
Job, yeah.
Good job by number 54 right there, as that was Zachary Hashley was able to get the pressure as well as batting the ball out of the air.
Yeah, Ashley was not fooled on that play.
Intended for number 2, Ismail Mack, is incomplete.
We saw them connect on that screen for a 1st down last week. Fusil again, the deep back. Jackson Smith to the near side. Ryan Lewis top of the screen. Play action fake. D'Souza will tuck it. And he's got room to roam as he gets the Highlander 1st down across the 30. But the ball's out as everybody's diving for it. Gloucester says they have it. And the referee agrees. Sam lost that one as he was going to the ground across the 30.
1st and 10, Fisherman.
Fisherman able to pounce upon it, so fumble giveth, fumble taketh away.
And almost in the exact spot, it feels like.
Pretty much.
Where the Fisherman lost it. Yep.
So the Fishermen will have it at their own 31-yard line, 1st down and 10, 8:31 remaining in the half, as the two teams fumble the ball back and forth. Highlanders holding on to that 2-0 lead off the strength of the safety sack back in the 1st quarter. Severino in motion. Flag on the play. It's going to be false start. So Gloucester will move back 5 yards.
False start, offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15.
1st down, 15 yards now for the Fishermen. Under center. Severino in motion. The give is to Allen. And he's stacked up after a gain of about 4, but he keeps trying to get him further to the outside. Highlanders won't let him go, and he's brought down, marked at the 30-yard line.
Joseph Allen.
Gain of 4 on the play, second down and 11 now for the Fishermen. Difficult down and distance, second and 11. Severino in motion. The give is to Cribbs up the middle. He powers through a couple of tackle attempts. He's carrying Highlanders across the 40 all the way down to the 41-yard line and a Fisherman first down.
Yeah, Cribbs refusing to go down there. He's been their most physical runner of the night.
First and 10.
Big physical run there for Cribbs. He's able to get the Fisherman first down across the 40 to the 42. Clock rolls, 7:15 remaining in the half. Cribbs and Allen in the backfield, Severino the wingback. He goes in motion. Pitch is to Allen here to the near side. He spins away from the tackle attempt by Fernandez. He's brought down by Pineda, but not until he gained about 7 yards on the play. Actually more like 6, second down and 4.
Yeah, Allen hit the spin move there, was able to shed Fernandez off of him.
Allen hitting the 0, the circle.
Yep, the circle button there.
Second down and 4 now for the Fishermen. That's what they want to see. That's what head coach Dan O'Connor wants to see. He wants to see those 4 or 5 yard gains and a cloud of dust, maintain control of the clock as well as move the ball downfield. Allen in motion this time.
There's Cribbs.
Cribbs with the give, and he will go for the first down. As he picks up another 7 yards on the play down to the Highlander 45-yard line as the Fishermen are into Highlander territory with 5:55 remaining in the half.
Yeah, if you're the Fisherman, just keep giving it to Cribbs. His yards per carry is astonishing.
First and 10 now. It's Gloucester. Driving down the field, trailing by 2. Severino in motion. The give is to the far side. That is Nash Marshall. A little bit of a bigger back than we've seen than Joseph Allen.
Number 27, Nash Marshall.
Marshall gets 3 yards on that carry.
Second and 7.
Second down 7. Ball marked at the Highlander 42-yard line. Under 5 minutes remaining in the half. The give once again.
It's to Marshall.
Is to Marshall. As he runs it up the middle. Stacked up after a gain of about 6. Third down and a yard.
29, Nico Alves.
Oh,
Nico Alves. We saw the 2. We thought the 7 was a 9. Or the 9 was a 7.
Yep. Rotating backfield for the Fishermen.
So many running backs for the Fishermen, and on a warm night like tonight, that could come into play as we move in towards the later portions of this game. Keep an eye on that for the Highlanders. Third down and 2 here. Big third down conversion for the Fishermen as they get it out to Allen. Allen being strung out, but he's able to get by as he turns the corner across the 31 down at the 30-yard line for the first down.
Yeah, good vision there by Allen. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down for the Fishermen.
Got a Highlander down on the field. That's Mateus Fernandez. So he's going to get off the field under his own control there. Favoring it, looked like his right leg.
Clock
First down and
rolling.
10 now for the Fisherman. Clock rolls, 3:45 remaining in the half.
Long drive here for the Fisherman.
Exactly what their head coach Dan O'Connor wants to take time off the clock, not allow the Highlanders offense back on the field here in this first half. The give here to the near side to Allen. He's chased down from behind. Ishmael Mack able to get to him. Drops him. Gain of maybe a yard.
No gain on the run by number
gain
21,
there.
Joseph Allen.
Good job by Mack being able to
Second
chase
and
that
10.
down
He
from
chased
behind.
chased the play from behind there and was able to catch up to him.
Clock rolls, 3 minutes remaining in the half. Second down and 10. Keep an eye out for Big Boy Cribbs up the middle. He's the middle back. Directly behind. Instead, it's a reverse over here. Nice job there by Ryan Lewis as he read that to Severino perfectly and came in and took him out.
Play. Yeah, Lewis coming up from his position and making a play there.
1 yard run.
Knocked
number
him
8,
down
Jalen
for a
Severino.
gain of only a yard. Third
Third
down and 9. Handled the misdirection and read that very, very well. Clock rolls, 2:20 remaining in the half. Gloucester taking their time. In 4-down territory here as well. Cribbs and Allen in the backfield. Severino the wingback. Velasquez is the receiver. That's going to be a false start. They're going to back up 5 more yards.
False start. Offense.
So it'll now be 3rd down and
5-yard
14.
penalty.
Tough mistake
3rd and
there
14.
for the Fishermen.
Yeah, Fishermen were trying the hard count there, trying to see if they can get the Highlanders offside, but it ends up coming right back at them.
The line to make is the Highlander 20. 3rd down and 14. Clock continues to roll. 1:45 remaining in the half. Highlanders looking to hold on to this 2-0 lead they have from a strip sack by Mateus Fernandez. Rodolo back out to pass, gives it to Allen. He's wide open. He's got the first down and more as he gets it down. He stepped out at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, Allen able to sneak out of the backfield there on a wheel route, and he found him wide open. Big play for the Fishermen.
Rodolozi able to get that out to him. Not a great pass, but a functional
But he
pass.
got it to him.
21, Joseph Allen.
Let Allen take care of the rest.
20 yards.
Big first down there for
First and 10,
Gloucester.
Gloucester.
As they convert on the 3rd and long. 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 14. 1:24 remains in the half. Stoppage there as David Pereira, head coach for the Highlanders, will take time out. Talk to his boys about what he wants to see here on this defensive possession.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to visit our concession stand at the end of the concourse. Help support the Highlanders.
1:24 remains in the half. Do not forget, everybody watching at home, make sure you remember, circle it on the calendar, Friday, October 4th, a trophy game. It will be a battle between the Medford Mustangs and the Highlanders. It will be at Ellis Oval at Tufts University on their field. They will get the opportunity to play there at Tufts. That's something that we've done over at Tufts Medford versus the Highlanders in basketball, as well as the Tufts Classic in baseball. And now we're expanding it to football. So a Tufts Classic trophy game between the Mustangs and the Highlanders. That will be 6 o'clock Friday, October 4th at Tufts University. Make sure you are there, and if you are not there, make sure you're watching it here on Somerville Ed TV. We will have coverage of that game as well on the 4th. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, mash those buttons, get our followers up. We're almost to 2,500, and I want 3,000. As it's 1st and 10, a minute 24 remaining in the half. Allen in motion. The give is to Cribbs. He slips one tackle, breaks another. He's powering now at the 5-yard line and not stopping as he's down to the goal line. No whistles yet, and he's in for the Gloucester touchdown.
Yeah, Cribbs refusing to go down there, and he's getting help from his teammates, pushing him ahead, and he just was able to go right through the Highlander defense.
So Cribbs, Tom Cribbs, big boy,
Roman number 34, Thomas Cribbs.
14 yards, breaking tackles, pushing through, getting pushed from behind, gets the Fisherman touchdown, and they take the lead 6-2, pending the extra point, as Severino is on to attempt. One minute, 10 seconds remaining in the first half, so the Highlander offense will have a little bit of time at the end of the first half as the Fishermen take the lead 6-2. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, it is good, but there's a penalty flag on the play. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Came in from the defensive backfield.
Initial thought is it's on the Highlanders, possibly. Some movement up front.
See if we get a signal here. They're going to explain it to the Gloucester coaching staff. Dan O'Connor getting the explanation. False start is the call. I assume that we just. I'm not crazy. I saw the false start motion,
false
right?
start as well. Yeah. No further clarifications needed.
No further clarifications whatsoever. Gloucester coming out to kick this one away. We've not been told whether. I mean, they did signify the kick as being good, so I assume it is 7-2. And they gave the.
It looks like it's
false start.
We can imagine it's on the Highlanders.
And it is on the Highlanders, and the kickoff will be moved forward. Okay. Severino will kick this off from the Highlander 45-yard line, minute 10 remaining. Highlanders now down 7-2. Severino has a leg.
Yeah, this could go right through the uprights.
As he will get the distance and the accuracy, not only through the uprights, but into the soccer goal behind the uprights.
Exactly what he was aiming for.
No extra points there for Severino. Just wanted to point that out. 7-2 the score. Minute 10 remaining. Highlanders will take over at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 Somerville.
See what the Highlanders want to do here. Minute 10 remaining.
I believe they have one timeout remaining as well.
One timeout I believe they have left. Do they want to just head to the half, make some adjustments, come out in the second half? They will be kicking off to begin the second half. So
you don't want to be overly aggressive either. You don't want to have a turnover or give the ball back to the Fishermen with time remaining for them.
I formation. Mack is the deep back. Ryan Lewis is the receiver here near side. Give is to Mack as he is flung down.
Stopped right in his tracks.
Stopped at about
4-yard run by
the 25-yard line. 24 is where they're going to mark him.
2nd and 6.
Clock rolls, 52 seconds remaining. 2nd down and 6 now for the Highlanders. D'Souza comes in with the play. Highlanders in no evident rush. Could be another Mac run, see whether they can bust something, maybe get a seam open.
See if you pick up a first down or if you just play it out. Yep.
This time the give is to the up back, Fernandez. As he will go for about 3 yards, brings up a 3rd down and 2 for the Highlanders. 13 seconds remaining, clock rolls.
3rd and 2.
And that will likely do it for the half. Highlanders led through most of it, but a lengthy drive by the Gloucester Fisherman finishes off with a 14-yard run by Thomas Krebs. He ran through about, I don't know, 8 to 10 of the Highlander defenders.
Might have been the whole defense,
on that play. And the Highlanders trail 7-2. We go to the half. We will be back for second half action here from Dilboy Stadium on Somerville Ed TV. We are back here at Dilboy Stadium on Somerville Ed TV. Todd Harmon alongside Eddy Maldonado. Second half action between the Highlanders and the Fishermen of Gloucester. Highlanders trailing this one 7-2. They started off looking great. They drove the ball down the field. A good about 52-yard drive. Got them right down to the 1-yard line where they turned the ball over on downs. But were able to immediately get a sack for a safety. That's how they got the 2 points. Mateus Fernandez able to sack the quarterback Rodolozzi for the Fishermen. But then the second quarter came along. Highlanders did very well defensively throughout that entire first quarter, but the second quarter, the Gloucester Fishermen were able to power the ball downfield, just taking the time off the clock. They dominated time of possession in that second quarter, were able to get a touchdown on a bruising 14-yard run by Thomas Krebs, their big fullback. So they lead 7-2 as we open out the second half. Highlanders will be kicking off, Eddie, and you mentioned as we were talking, they've got to stop Gloucester defensively to open out the second half.
Oh, yeah, they cannot let Gloucester score here on this opening drive. The Highlanders have never done well playing from behind. If they go down 14-2, they're going to find themselves in big trouble here. As for the Fishermen, that was a great drive they were able to put together at the end of the first half, as you mentioned. You know, Krebs, if I was them, I'd just keep handing the ball to him. He's a bruising back, and he's getting the job done.
No doubt he is a bruising back. As that 14-yard run, he was hit 3 times in the backfield on that run and was able to power through those hits. Got knocked basically almost back at about the 5-yard line, powered through that as well, and just was able to, with the help of his offensive line, pushing him from behind, get across the goal line. So the Highlanders need to come out here in the second half, defensively stand up firm to Gloucester and get the ball back into their offense's hands. They've turned the ball over on downs multiple times. They've gotten a fumble from Gloucester, but gave that right back on a fumble by Sam D'Souza.
We know the Highlanders are very capable of winning this game. You know, they've competed in the first half. They have a chance here. They just got to put everything together now here in the second half offensively and get some stops on defense, and they can come out winning this game.
A quick note, last week against the Boston English Eagles, Highlanders came out kicking in the second half. They recovered an onside kick and were able to get more points on the board against the Eagles. In that win, we will see what they do here as Gloucester sets up a normal kick return formation that we've seen from them.
And just as you say that, we see the coaches speaking to the players here on Gloucester's side, trying to get them in the right formation in case that onside kick comes.
Shifting that front line and bringing up the back line.
Tim Jones getting ready to kick things off for the Highlanders. Just got to double check, make sure it's not D'Souza.
Yes.
They got us once on that.
D'Souza punted earlier. An excellent punt for D'Souza. We thought it was Tim Jones. Jones will kick this one away. He was excellent with that onside kick last week. We will see what they do here. But they don't want to give Gloucester a short field. That's the other thing.
Little squib kick.
Squib kick fielded well.
Yeah, good return.
Gloucester, a great return of that squib kick. Looks like Gavin Brin may have come up with it, I do believe. As he made the catch on that.
Got 19 there for the Fisherman, number 19 it looked like.
Actually, I think it may have been 82, Matthew Smith, who came away with that one.
Kickoff return number 19, Cole.
No, it was 19.
First and 10.
Cole Mosley win with a big return, so a short field for the Fisherman. Not what the Highlanders wanted here to open out the second half.
Yeah, we said that was going to be a risk here if you were going to go onside kick or squib kick. Now they give the Fisherman good field position.
Rodolozzi has Severino in motion, gives it to Cribbs.
Yep.
Cribbs immediately is met, though. Nice job by the Highlander defense holding Cribbs to a gain of about 2 on the play, and he wasn't able to power through those tackles.
Yeah, a couple Highlanders involved there, including Gavin Fusil on that tackle. And you got to match the physicality now that Cribbs has.
Second down and 8 now for the Fisherman. Just underway here in the second half. Highlanders trailing 7-2.
Yeah, that's confusing to me.
Rodolozzi up under center. Gets Severino to the right location.
Yep. Joseph Allen directly behind him. Had a good first half.
Severino in motion. The give once again is to Cribbs. And once again, Fusil will meet him in the hole. Highlanders pushing back hard and holding him to a gain of once again about 2 on the play.
Bringing us right to third down. So exactly what the Highlanders defense needed to do.
Third down and 6 now for the Fisherman. Nice job by the Highlanders defense standing up to that bruising back, Cribbs, thus far, to open out the second half. Gloucester did convert a huge third down conversion on that touchdown drive on a play action pass out to Joseph Allen here to the near side.
Yeah,
Keep an eye out for 21.
Keep an eye right here. Might try to find him on the outside again.
Severino in motion. Rodolozzi gives it to Allen, going to the far side. Coming up, great tackle there as Ryan Lewis comes up from his cornerback position and wraps him up for no gain.
Yeah, Lewis has been doing that all game, coming right up from his corner position, not afraid to make a hit. And he did a tackle right there. Great job, great defensive sequence for the Highlanders.
4th and 6.
So Allen wrapped up for no gain. 4th down and 6 now for the Fisherman. No sign of a kicker, but of course Severino is the kicker. But they instead are sending out Rodolozzi, so looking for 4 down territory here from the Highlander 40.
Yep, watch out for that hard count.
Great chance for the hard count. Excellent point by you, Eddy. Hard count will get him to a 4th and less than a yard if the Highlanders were to jump off. Rodolozzi fakes the toss and is under pressure once again. The pressure coming from Kerry Alphonse. DJ Freeman was in with him as well. And the pass was incomplete. Highlanders will get it. Good field position from their own 40 on the turnover on downs.
Exactly what Coach Pereira wanted coming out of the locker room. Not sure what he said to his defense, but whatever he said, it worked.
Head coach David Pereira spearheads the defense. Whatever he said at halftime, you are exactly correct, Eddy. It did work. They did a great job stopping up Cribbs as he touched the ball twice, only gained 4 yards on those 2 carries in that offensive sequence. So the Highlander offense out on the field, 1st down and 10 from their own 40. Pistol set. It's D'Souza. Has Fusil behind him. The give is to Gavin.
He's got some space.
Cuts it to the near side, breaks a tackle. He's got room now as he breaks another tackle, and he's tripped up as he gets across the 40-yard line for the Highlander 1st down.
Big run Gavin there. He was able to break a couple tackles and find some space.
Zachary Hashley, number 54, could have been a touchdown-saving tackle for Gloucester as he was able to get the shoestring of Fusil coming across the 40. 1st down and 10 for the Highlanders from the Fisherman 38.
And Fusil will take a breather, and in comes in Ismail Mack.
There's Mack now. From the pistol.
Bad snap.
Jump snap. On it. Mack will get on it and not try to do anything with it.
Smart decision there. Just jump right on it.
Because Mack did the right thing there, just jumped on it. Loss of 12 on the poor snap. So it will be 2nd down and 22 for the Highlanders as they get it back at midfield.
2nd and 22.
We've seen it so many times. The Highlanders got a turnover last week by one of the Eagles trying to pick up the ball and do something with it. Good job there by Mack just jumping on it. He's still out on the field in the pistol set. D'Souza back to throw, looks for Pineda. And Bob Silva looking for a flag. The defender might have gotten there a touch early. No flag though, good defense.
Yeah, looked well timed as also by Nash Marshall. I know there might, coach wants a flag on that, but it might have just been well timed by Marshall.
Third down 22, 8:05 remaining here in the third quarter.
And this is where the Highlanders do not want to find themselves in third and long, forcing themselves to be in a passing situation.
D'Souza gets the snap, looking downfield. He'll tuck it, try to run, but he's wrapped up and thrown down. Number 68, Mason D'Souza, will take down D'Souza. Brings up fourth down and 22 for the Highlanders. No gain on that. Tim Jones out onto the field.
No question there. Going with the punt.
Especially after what the Highlanders defense was able to do against the Gloucester offense. A good punt here by the Highlanders could pin the Fisherman back.
And it's D'Souza once again.
D'Souza once again back to punt. Keep your eye open, possibility of a fake. But no, D'Souza will punt this one away. Another nice kick. Here to the near side, takes a Highlander bounce. It's fielded at the 6. As Vasquez trying to make something happen. Instead, he's down at the 8.
Yeah, wrapped up at the end there by Jackson Smith, but initial contact made by Tim Jones.
So Tim Jones not punting, instead first on coverage.
Yeah.
Good job by Tim.
Getting in on the action.
44-yard kick by number 9, Sam D'Souza.
Tim spins his winner on the ice with the Highlander hockey team. Spins his spring on the field with the lacrosse team. He is not a man who shies away from contact.
Yep, definitely not.
7:04 remaining here in the third quarter. First and 10 for the Fishermen inside their 10 at the 8. The give is to Cribbs right up the middle. He's met once again in the hole. Good, powerful tackling there by the Highlanders.
And that was Pineda meeting him right there.
Second and 8.
Pineda involved on that tackle.
Felt like almost an Oklahoma drill there. Just line him up and go right at it.
Second down and 8 for the Fishermen. Cribbs has touched the ball 3 times. He's gained 6 yards here in the second half. Good job by the Highlander defense so far.
Different formation here, spreading them out.
Severino lone back. They will pitch it to Severino coming to the near side. He's got a little bit of room there as he's able to get it out beyond the first down marker for a Fisherman first down just beyond the 20-yard line to the 21.
11-yard run by number 8.
Yeah, Fisherman switching it up there. They've been giving it to Cribbs a lot, but this time they test the outside with Severino, and they're able to pick up the first down.
So first down and 10 for the Fishermen. Clock rolls. Just over 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Note that time. It will drain as the Fishermen drive. Highlanders trailing in this one 7-2. Fishermen would love to get another lengthy drive against the Highlanders like they did in the third quarter. Another different set here as they've got 2 receivers at the top. Give is once again to Severino up the seam. He's got a seam, and he's through. He's got speed, and he's going to wind up with a Fisherman touchdown. As Severino right through that guard tackle area there.
He was able to find the space. I mean, good credit the offensive line for the Fishermen there. They were pounding the ball with Cribbs over and over again, almost breaking through that Highlander defense. And finally, they used Severino to attack, as you mentioned, right outside that guard tackle area, and they're able to score on that play.
Severino with the big run there. 79-yard run for Severino. Highlanders trailing 13-2 now, pending the extra point. And they will go for 2 here. So Highlanders defense trying to get in position. Little flare out here to Severino. And they stand him up.
It's going to be
Don't
close.
let him in.
Yeah,
Yes, he did get in. Oh my goodness, late call on that one after they'd already gone to the ground. But the 2-point conversion is good as Severino was able to get in.
Yep, ball just has to cross the line there, break the plane, and it looks like it did.
So that will make it 15-2. Highlanders trailing by 13. Big run there by Severino. You can really see the subtlety in terms of where you attack a defense in that run. Like you talked about, Eddie, they've been attacking right up the middle through the A gap, some might call it.
There you go. Yep.
And that time you had Severino
Right
with a head of steam right off tackle on that B gap.
Yeah, it's, you know, if you're the Highlander defense, you want to be bend, don't break, but there they just broke.
Yeah.
They broke down completely, and Severino took advantage of it.
Kind of an over pursuit on Cribbs, looking to stop that in the middle. They'd also been going out. The Highlanders have done a good job keeping them from going fully outside, but Severino able to use that speed. And really, you've got to see Severino's speed because Ryan Lewis, number 4, he just ran away from Lewis.
Yeah,
and
he
Lewis
did.
has speed.
Lewis is definitely a track star, and he was unable to catch him there.
5:28 remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders trailing by 13, 15-2. Back deep to receive is Mack and Lewis. They will kick short, keeping it away from both of them. And that winds up in the hands of one, Gavin Fusil. Another great return for the Highlander special teams as they get it into Fisherman territory.
There's still life in this Highlander team.
Well, we've got holding, though. As we see once again, a hold is the call.
And that'll push them back.
So that will push the Highlanders back. They'll start probably at the 35-yard line, judging from where that flag is down. Timeout's going to be taken by the Fishermen.
Somerville, timeout Gloucester.
I will say this, the only positive, I know Gloucester scored on that last drive, but they did it faster than they did previously. So this gives the Highlanders a chance now to run their offense, drain the clock, and find the end zone themselves.
That is exactly correct. Highlanders down by 2 scores. They have been able to move the ball against Gloucester.
Yep.
They had it down on the 1-yard line. They went for it, 4th and goal from the 8, got it to the 1. That's how, of course, they got their safety and 2 points. But they've also been able to drive the ball down into the Fisherman's territory multiple times and just haven't been able to get that last
finish the
play.
drive. Finish the drive, and what better time than now? Interesting timeout here. Sure, Coach O'Connor wants to get his defense set, but it's a good chance as well offensively for the Highlanders to focus, regroup a little bit here, and run their game plan.
An excellent point by you, Eddie. Plenty of time, 5:20 remaining in the third quarter. An entire fourth quarter yet to play as well. No rush here for the Highlanders. They don't need to get out of their normal offense.
No.
As Fusil will be the lone back, pistol set. Pineda to the bottom of the screen. Smith, Fernandez, and Lewis at the top. Give it to Fusil. He's tripped up across the line of scrimmage.
55 it looked like for the Fisherman.
Good penetration there. Was able to get a hand on the leg.
Run number 1, Gavin Fusil.
No gain there. Second down and 10 for the Highlanders. Highlanders staying in that pistol set. Lewis is the top of the trips at the top of the screen. Pineda at the bottom.
Can't go that way. Yep.
Souza, he'll step around. Able to avoid losing the ball as somebody tried to knock it out of his hands, but a good job there by number 29, Nico Alves. As Alves came in to wrap up D'Souza, keeping him from gaining anything more than the 4 he did.
Yeah, D'Souza had to tuck it and run there. You could tell he was looking Pineda's way, and as soon as he saw the safety creep over there, he had no choice but to tuck it and run.
Sam has done a very good job reading the defenses and making his decisions and sticking with it. And you really, I appreciate that. You see so many high school quarterbacks specifically, they'll think too long, they'll not just tuck it and run it, or they'll throw into coverages. Sam's not doing that, knock on wood, thus far tonight. 3rd down and 6, big 3rd down for the Highlanders. Pistol set. Ishmael Mack is the back. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Fusil. Sam looking out there, trying to get it to Pineda, but too high. As Marcos was open coming across, he'd lost his man coming across the field.
Yeah, he had time there, but things sort of just broke down in the secondary, and they gave him enough time up front.
4th and 6.
4th down and 6 for the Highlanders. Punt team will come out. 3:42 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 4th down and 6. D'Souza will go back to punt. Smith and Lewis are the gunners on the outside.
Looks like Nash Marshall returning for the Fisherman.
Punts that one away. Marshall will field it at the 30. Avoids one tackle, brought down at about the 36-yard line. That's where the Fisherman will take over, leading by 13. 3.5 minutes remain in the 3rd quarter. So Highlander defense needs to stand up here.
Yeah, they need to hold on here.
5-yard return by number 27, Nash Marshall. 1st and 10, Gloucester.
If you're the Highlanders, now would be a great time to force a turnover.
No doubt about it. Able to force a fumble earlier in the 1st half, but gave the ball right back almost immediately after. As the pitch is out here to Allen, chased down from behind by Ishmael Mack as he makes the tackle.
4-yard
Rocky Tapa also in the area there, defensive captain for the Highlanders. 2nd down and 6 after the gain of 4 for Allen.
Yeah, we haven't called Rocky's name too much today, but we know he's the man in the middle there doing the dirty work on the Highlanders defense.
Yeah, I get a sneaking suspicion Kerry Alphonse has been back in the backfield a lot from his defensive end position. I think that might be because Rocky's taking care of a couple offensive linemen or taking them out of play in some way. If you watch 52 right in the middle there, nose tackle for the Highlanders. That is definitely a false start.
Flag in the play.
It is not arena football, and you can't have 2 people in motion at once.
Yeah, that's right, arena football. Forgot about that.
False start. Offense.
2nd down.
5-yard penalty.
As they back it up 5. A 2nd down and 11 now for the Fishermen. 2:37 left in the quarter. Highlanders trailing by 2 scores, need to get the ball back for their offense.
And Fisherman, they'll come out with Cribbs lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Oh,
Hard.
we're going to have some movement up front. Yep.
Flag in the
But
play.
it got them.
False start.
They had the false start. I believe there was movement on the right-hand side.
5-yard penalty.
Highlander defensive line has been pretty disciplined tonight.
Absolutely.
2nd and 16.
They were able to get 1 offsides, I believe, with that hard count early in the game. Since then, they've used it a few times, and twice Gloucester has been
Got
flagged.
themselves, yep.
Clock rolls, 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2nd down and 16 now for Gloucester. They continue going the wrong way. Cribbs again, the back right behind Rodolozzi. Severino in motion, the give is to Severino. Cribbs is the lead blocker. Severino cuts it back, avoids the tackle, turns on the Jets. And he's able to get across midfield down to the Highlander 39-yard line before Lewis was able to wrap him up.
Yeah, Severino has stepped it up here in the second half for the Fisherman, and it was a touchdown-saving tackle there by Ryan Lewis.
Marked him at the 41 where Lewis was able to get him. Ryan Lewis taking a better angle this time for Severino's speed. You could see he reacted to that speed as Severino came through. He did not have that same angle when he lost Severino on that long touchdown run. First down and 10 for the Fisherman in Highlander territory.
You got a man wide open here, uncovered.
Nobody covering out here. And we have stoppage timeout taken by the Highlanders as they recognize that Velasquez was completely uncovered here at the bottom.
That was a close one there for the Highlanders. I'm not sure what Ryan Lewis was doing. He was initially covering Velasquez and then sort of moved off of him there.
Clock stopped, 1 minute, 3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Highlander defense really needs to get things stopped up here. Cannot let Gloucester get back into the end zone, trailing by 13 already. This is also a portion of the game I was a little bit concerned, I should say, about, because as we're getting later on into this evening, it is cooling off a little bit as the sun has gone down, but still a humid night. It was a warm beginning to this game. Highlanders not as deep as of a roster, not as many guys, bodies to throw at it as the Fishermen do. So keep an eye on the Highlanders in terms of their conditioning here.
And a lot of their key players playing both on the offensive and defensive side.
Absolutely, no question about it. I know they were monsters in the workout room during the offseason, but it will be sorely tested. First and 10 here, Severino in motion. The give is to Severino as he cuts it upfield. Across the 35 to the 34-yard line.
7-yard
gain of 7 on that play for Severino. Highlander defense needs to get some sort of penetration on that play, on that sweep they're running to Severino to back him up a little bit.
Yeah, you talked about it, I believe, with the defensive line for the Highlanders in the first half. They were finding themselves in the backfield a lot. Here, thus far in the second half, Fishermen have done a great job blocking.
Yeah, they're getting that first push at the offensive line. Severino is finding some creases to run through, and he has definitely got the yards to show it. As we near the end of the third quarter, this could be the last play. 17 seconds remaining in the quarter. Give is to Cribbs. He's through down to the 22-yard line.
Eight-yard run by number 34, Thomas Cribbs.
As Kerry Alphonse comes up.
First and 10.
Little gimpy there on the left leg. First down and 10 here for the Fishermen at the Highlander 22-yard line, 23-yard line, I should say. Timeout taken, or I should say end of the quarter taken, my bad. So they will switch sides of the field.
Score is Gloucester 15, Somerville 2.
Highlanders trailing by 13. We move to the fourth quarter of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, there is no smoking.
Huge drive here. Highlanders need to stop defensively. They can't let the Fishermen get in, especially now beginning here the fourth quarter.
Highlanders open the scoring in the first quarter as they were able to take their opening drive all the way down to the Fisherman 1-yard line, where they were stopped short of the goal line, turned it over on downs. Immediately were able to get a sack safety of Cameron Rodolozzi, the quarterback, as Mateus Fernandez brought him down in the end zone. 2 points for the Highlanders. Highlanders were not able to score the remainder of the half as they held on to that 2-0 lead until the second quarter. A lengthy drive by the Fishermen finished off with a Thomas Cribbs 14-yard run to take the lead late in that first half. And then here in the third quarter, Severino with a big 79-yard touchdown run gives them the 13-point lead that they hold now. The give is to number 17, Kai Rich, and he is through
Fresh legs there for the Fisherman.
No doubt about it. You definitely saw the speed there. He was able to knife right through the hole that opened up. And that is down, first down and goal from the 4-yard line for the Fisherman.
Yeah, they have been taking it to the Highlanders on the ground here in the second half. Looking to capitalize on this drive.
Rolling out here to the near side. The pass is incomplete. Tried to get Severino just across the goal line on the little rollout look there, but got to the ground.
Rosie's pass intended for number 8, Jalen Severino, is incomplete.
Brings up a second down and goal for the Fisherman.
This feels like the area of the field where they like to get Thomas Cribbs the ball. Wouldn't be shocked to see him get the handoff here.
Would not be shocked at all. Ball's actually marked at the 4-yard line. Second and goal from the 4. Cribbs, number 34, in behind the quarterback, Rodolozzi. Severino is the wing back to the right. Give is to Cribbs. Cribbs powering forward, reaching forward, and gets the Fisherman touchdown as he reaches the ball across the goal line. Flags coming down all over. We're going to have some unsportsmanlike tacked on at the end of this, it appears. Highlanders clapping. I believe Ishmael Mack is clapping. He may have
touchdown, Gloucester.
Some understanding of what happened there. But Gloucester with the touchdown, 21-2. Now the Fishermen lead. So we await some sort of signal for all those flags.
Yep, and it will go against the Fishermen.
And it does go against the Fishermen. So Cribbs on the 4-yard run adds to the Gloucester lead, 21-2. Penalty happened after the play. So they will back up the Fishermen for any sort of extra point, be it a kick or a 2-point conversion, or do it on the kickoff. Let's see which one they're going to do. Players are breaking huddle, but the ball's not there.
Yep, trying to figure out placement here. And they'll have a conversation with Coach Pereira. Trying to understand here what the what he decided.
I was expecting the touch of the shoulders for an unsportsmanlike, but instead we got the
cross,
the personal hug. The Stuart Smalley, I'm worth it. I like myself, and I'm good. So I'm not totally sure, except the ref likes himself. That's a good thing. Very important in life. Touchdown is good.
So it looks like they'll bring out the extra point unit here.
Yep, Severino on to attempt the extra point. Allen to hold. We'll see what the flags were about, I guess, on the kickoff. Looking to make it 22-2, a 20-point lead for the Fishermen if he can hit this. Snap is low. Allen has to pick it up. He tries to throw it. And that is incomplete, so
extra point attempt.
Extra point, no good. 21-2, 19-point lead for the Fishermen. 11-12 remaining in the game. Long road to hoe for the Highlander offense as they will get the ball back here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Highlander's going to look to make a big play here on offense, and if you're looking at somebody to make it, it could be Marcos Pineda, who has been one-on-one on the outside a couple of times. And we know D'Souza loves to throw to him.
That is true, no doubt about that. Ryan Lewis, another person we might look at, number 4, has speed to burn, has been covered very effectively. We've seen Sam D'Souza drop back multiple times and pull the ball down and try to run it. I've lauded him for that because it's great to see a high school quarterback making those quick decisions and sticking with them, not turning the ball over except for the fumble that he had on one of those situations. But as you're now down 20 points,
He's going to have to go out there and sling it. Yep.
Going to have to start slinging. So 11-12 remaining in the game. Highlanders still trying to get into the end zone. Trailing 21-2. Severino lining to kick it off. Mack and Lewis back, but they've been avoiding both of them as they both have had huge returns. Gavin Fusil, number one, is one of the upbacks. He had a big return called back due to a hold. This time they're going to kick it. It'll bounce at the 10. Mack touches it, and he's down at the 1 yard line as he slipped.
So that right there was worst case scenario for the Highlanders as Mack had trouble grabbing that ball and then slipped.
I want to point something out real quick, Eddie. As you see a lot of Mack's teammates coming right over to him, patting him on the back. Gavin Fusil right there, Lewis as well, patting him on the back, patting him on the butt, letting him know it's okay, it's all right, no problem. I want to talk about this team as a team because I got to be honest with you, we haven't seen that in the past. We have not seen something like that in the past. And that's something very, very good that head coach David Pereira, as well as offensive coordinator Bob Silva, brought to this team. There's an esprit de corps to
type
get a
of
little
culture they've been trying to install.
Yes, absolutely. So you just like seeing that guy messed up. It's all right. Pat on the butt. Let's turn it around. Highlanders have a long way to go here, 99 yards between them and the goal line as they start at their own 1 yard line. I formation behind D'Souza. Flag on the play. It's going to go against the defense.
Give the Highlanders a little bit more space.
Yeah. So 5 yards granted to the Highlander offense. It'll be first down and 5 now from the 6.
5 yard penalty. First and 5.
D'Souza under center. Lewis is the lone receiver here near side. I formation. Fusil is the deep back behind Fernandez. D'Souza will keep it. And he will go for a gain of about 4. As he initially was just running right behind his center. Bounced it here to the near side. Behind his left guard, gained a couple yards there. Second down and 1 now for the Highlanders after the 4 yard gain.
Yeah, and it looked like D'Souza changed the play at the line of scrimmage there, and he called his own number.
D'Souza, senior quarterback, 3rd year at the quarterback position. You can really see his comfort in this offense, changing plays like that, audibles like that. Quick and effective decisions.
Different formations that you really didn't see him run in the past, but now he's more comfortable, so more plays. Open up the playbook.
Pistol set here. She's back to throw. Pressure comes in. Sam will tuck it and run it. Powers through one tackle attempt. There is a flag back at the 10 yard line, though. As that's going to be a hold against the Highlanders. It's going to come back. As D'Souza, nice job running there, was able to get the Highlander first down for a moment, but instead it's going to come back. They're going to transition from a 2nd and 1 to probably a 2nd and 5 or 6, I would assume. It will be 2nd down and a long 6 or maybe even 7 for the Highlanders after marking that off. 10 minutes remain in the game. Highlanders down by 20, or by 19, I should say. 2nd and 7 now.
They'll spread them out.
Pistol set. 4 receivers. D'Souza back to throw. Back in his own end zone. Pressure rolls to his right. He's got to get rid of it. And he does, as he was about to be sacked, but we're going to get a safety on the intentional grounding by Sam D'Souza.
Right.
And so the safety for Gloucester will make this 23-2.
The play results in a safety.
I believe that was Cribbs.
I believe so, yeah. That's
who got that sack.
Able to get in the backfield there.
Lauded Sam about his decision-making throughout the game. Knew he had to hold on to that one, just trying to find something downfield, but he's got to get rid of it a little
Then he knew
quicker.
He had to get rid of it, and by the time he realized that, it was a little too late there.
Yep. So now 23-2 is the lead for the Fishermen. 9:35 remains in the game. The Highlanders will have to kick this one away.
And they'll send Tim Jones out there to punt this one away after the safety.
Velasquez and Marshall back deep for the Fishermen. It's Jones ready to kick this one away from the 20-yard line for the Highlanders.
Highlanders might be missing a player.
Yeah, I was going to count them. 2, 4,
Count 'em up.
6, 8, 10. 10 on the field in blue.
It feels like the Highlanders are kind of slipping back into old ways, into old habits. With the penalties and the mistakes, and now they didn't count for enough players on the field.
Not a formation you want to practice very much.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's go practice what happens after we have a safety. So maybe they haven't
You're right
done
about that.
very
Not
often.
something you want to practice.
No, you don't want to practice it. I believe a timeout was granted there to the Highlanders, so they will kick it away from the 20 when we are back out on the field. 9:35 remains in the game. Highlanders trailing by 21, 23-2. Scoreboard is lopsided now here in this fourth quarter. It has been a tighter game than the scoreboard denotes. Highlanders moved the ball effectively in the first half. Have gotten into a situation where they're down multiple scores now, so they're out of their offensive sets that they like to run. And so they've not been able to move the ball here, unfortunately, in the fourth quarter. Jones will kick this one away. Fielded by number 3, Jackson Allen. He'll bring it out across midfield to the Highlander 41-yard line or 42-yard line where that will be marked.
9-yard kick return by number 3, Jackson Allen.
9:20 remains in the game. Gloucester will start their drive from the 41 of the Highlanders.
Yeah, and Gloucester in perfect position to run their offense, right? Their offense being just run after run after run, and they can keep doing that here and waste the clock.
Yeah, they will take their time here now. As Jalen Severino has separated the Fishermen from the Highlanders here in the second half with his play. As he goes in motion. The give is to the up back. This time it's Nico Alves. And Alves moves up for a gain of 6 there. Second down and 4.
6-yard run by number 29, Nico Alves. 2nd and 4.
Severino coming off the field. I didn't know he ever did that.
Yeah, just noticed that as well. You don't see that too often.
No. 2nd and 4 for the Fishermen. Alves is the big back behind. And he gets it.
Yep.
He's through for the Fishermen, first down. He's ridden down finally by Mateus Fernandez as he gets to the Highlander 25-yard line.
10-yard run by number 29, Nico Alves. First down, Gloucester.
Like we said, Gloucester in no hurry at all.
No. Gloucester has the Highlanders right where they want them. Down multiple scores. Gloucester with the ball. Again, though, just a different feel to this game. Highlanders down multiple scores in the fourth quarter. We've seen that plenty. However, this was a game that at the half we were talking about, they had the opportunity to win this game that the Highlanders did.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we talked about it in the beginning of the cast here. 42-8 was the score last year.
Yep.
You know, Highlanders absolutely got beat up last year, but different here today.
No doubt about that. Nobody in the backfield. And they look for the jet sweep. It's a fumble as Rodolozzi is brought down.
That's Kerry Alphonse.
Kerry Alphonse once again, very active, number 16, Kerry Alphonse.
4-yard loss in the run by number 10, Cameron Rodolozzi.
So Rodolozzi is sacked there after the
Dropped
exchange, trying to get it to Kai Rich. Second down 14 now for the Fisherman. Clock rolls, 7 minutes remains in the game.
Fisherman will come out in the same formation as previous, kind of spreading it out, but they'll have Nico Alves.
Motion man this time is Velasquez. He's got it on the jet sweep. He's got it, space, and he's going to go in for the Gloucester touchdown. As Velasquez breaks it open on the jet sweep.
Carlos Velasquez, touchdown Gloucester.
29-2 now the lead for the Fishermen.
Yeah, Velasquez taking advantage of the fact that the Highlanders, you know, they've been beat up in the middle here, so this time they attack the outside, and he's able to find the end zone.
And it looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Nope, they will be kicking the extra point. There's Allen out there. I did not see Severino. They have a different kicker out there this time. Number 37 kicking at this time, KK Andrade. Snap is good, hold is good, but kick is blocked. As the Highlanders got in there on that one.
Yeah,
let's see who got in there. Both Peter Marr as well as Ryan Lewis.
Not sure if it was blocked or if that one was just a line drive right into the line. Yeah.
So 6:29 remains in the game. Highlanders will get the ball back, trailing by 27, 29-2. Highlanders want to get into the end zone with their offense. As I noted, came up just a yard shy of pay dirt on their opening drive. As Gloucester head coach Dan O'Connor all the way out on the field there, talking to the ref.
Well, he was actually picking up the kick and block there. Yep. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah. O'Connor taking care of all the business. Highlanders would love to get into the end zone here in this fourth quarter, something to build on as they look to the rest of their schedule. Malden coming up next week. Malden coming off a victory over Lynn Vocational Tech yesterday on Thursday. Chelsea coming up as well. Those both will be here at Dilboy Stadium as the kick is fielded at the 10 by Lewis. Lewis breaks a tackle at the 29, spins away at the 30, down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Lewis with a little bit of juice there on that return. He was excited.
23-yard kick return by number 4, Ryan Lewis. 1st and 10 Highlanders.
Highlanders will start at their own 33-yard line.
To your point, Todd, they'd love to score here, obviously, and end this on a somewhat positive note.
So I have the I formation out there, 3 receivers. Pineda in motion here to the near side. Pitch to Mack. Mack tries to cut it up there. Flag down.
Yep.
Flag in the play.
No gain for Mack. Holding is going to be the call against the Highlanders.
Offense.
The Gloucester defense has done a very good job against Ishmael Mack. He got free on a kickoff return for quite a few yards, but aside from that, he's not been able to find any lanes to the outside. They've done a really nice job of containing Mack.
10-yard penalty.
Yeah, offensively just unable to get it going.
1st and 20.
Haven't called his name very much on the defensive side. Nash Marshall here, number 27. He's been matched up against the Highlander outside receivers all night. He's been hanging out near Mr. Ryan Lewis all night and doing an excellent job of it.
Yeah, definitely.
I formation now for D'Souza. He's back to throw.
He's got him
Looking
open.
for Pineda. He's got him. And Marco Pineda is away as the Highlanders get the touchdown.
And you said it before, D'Souza's favorite target is Pineda. He saw Pineda one-on-one on the outside, wide open, able to deliver there.
Huge touchdown for the Highlanders. 5:46 remaining, and the Highlanders show they can strike quickly.
D'Souza's pass to number 0, Marcos Pineda, is complete for 72 yards and a Highlanders touchdown.
72-yard touchdown pass to Marcos Pineda as the Highlanders look to add on the 2-point conversion. 29-8 now the score.
As they'll line up to go for 2 here.
I was thinking 77. I was like,
I formation, 3 receivers for D'Souza. Fusil is the deep back.
Lewis.
Looking for Lewis on the slant, and he gets it for the 2-point conversion. Flag is thrown as well.
2-point attempt is good.
So the Highlanders trail by 19, 29-10 after the 2-point conversion for Ryan Lewis.
Flag in the play.
Yeah, Lewis one-on-one on the outside, able to run a quick slant and get open. And D'Souza delivers for 2.
Personal foul is going to be the call. It's going to go against Gloucester, as the hit was brought down hard on Lewis after making that catch. Well, now you have a situation, because this is going to be marked off for the kickoff, I do believe. So
Yes.
the Highlanders will be kicking off 15 yards further downfield. We do know Tim Jones knows how to kick an onside kick.
Yeah, he did deliver one last week.
Personal foul.
So here's his
Gloucester.
opportunity to try again.
I'm not saying 19 points is something the Highlanders can make up in 5 minutes and 46 seconds, but
But good to see a little fight.
a little bit of footage
yeah.
here. Great pass to Pineda. And who knew that the tight end, Marcos Pineda, had that much
listed
speed?
as a tight end, but he's always lined up outside. Yep. Make sure they get 11 players
Yes.
on the field this time.
All 11
Yep.
players on the field, unlike the kick after the safety. So they'll be kicking away from the Gloucester 45-yard line. Gloucester, all their men up, except Velasquez back as the deep man. Tim Jones will kick for the Highlanders. Highlanders
getting everyone lined up correctly.
equal on both sides of the ball here for the kickoff. 5:46 remains in the game. Highlanders down by 19 after the score to Pineda. Jones with the onside kick, fielded cleanly. As I believe that was Elijah Brooks, I think, number 22, who got that one?
I've been 82. Actually.
82,
Yep.
strike that. It was Matthew Smith who recovered that
Onside
one.
kick
Same
recovered by
person who
82
recovered
Matthew
the
Smith.
squib kick at the beginning of the half and returned it for 23
First
yards.
attempt.
That's right.
Gloucester.
Yeah, sure hands. That's
So Gloucester will get the ball and start this drive at their own 31-yard line. Highlanders would love to knock the ball away from a Gloucester player. 5:41 remains in the game. Highlanders down by 19, 29-10.
Good to see the Highlanders still fighting, still being aggressive.
There's Rodolozzi back. The give is to Allen here to the near side. He's got blocking out in front of him. As Fernandez able to get him from behind. He had 2 blockers out in front of him.
10-yard run.
10-yard run, first down for the Fisherman. Clock rolls, 5:20 left in the game.
Feels like in the second half here for the Fishermen, anytime one of their backs touch the ball, they're a threat to score.
That is true. They found the seams, they found the little cuts that they can use, the little cutback lanes as well. And their blocking assignments have been very on point here in the second half. Severino in motion, the give is to Allen inside. Tripped up as he passed the line of scrimmage, dropped for a gain of 1. Clock rolls, 4.5 minutes left, second down and 9 for the Fishermen. Don't forget the Highlanders will be in action next week here at Dilboy Stadium. We will have coverage here on Somerville Ed TV at 6 o'clock. They will be taking on the Malden Golden Tornadoes, a team that they work out with and against during the off-season. So these two teams know each other very, very well coming up next week. Check it out here on Somerville Ed TV. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, mash those buttons. We've got almost 2,500 subscribers. I want to have 3,000 by the end of the fall season. Mash those buttons for us. Severino in motion. The give is to the up back Cribbs. Cribbs bouncing, banging, moving forward, pushed back finally at the 50-yard line. And he made it to the 49, I should say. 3:40 remaining here in the game.
Yeah. Cribbs not showing any signs of slowing down. Still running hard for the Fishermen.
Cribbs, of course, has gotten into the end zone twice already today. Also had a sack for a safety for the Fishermen as well. Severino and Cribbs have been a tremendous duo out of that backfield for the Fishermen today, specifically here in the second half. Cribbs gave the Fishermen the lead, closing out the first half with a bruising 14-yard run. Under 3 minutes remaining, clock rolls. Third down and 2 for the Fishermen. Give is to Cribbs again. He's across the 45, still going as he's into the Highlander defensive backfield, still not down, as he's finally brought down at the Highlander 32. First down for the Fishermen.
Thomas Cribbs. First and 10.
Clock stops for a moment to move the chains and rolls again. 2:30 remaining in the game. When we look, Eddie, at the schedule coming up, we talked about how this was a good temperature-taking game, seeing where the Highlanders are. I've got to say, coming out of this game, I'm not unhappy. The Highlanders very, very competitive against Gloucester. It lines up well for the rest coming schedule.
Yep, definitely does. Yep. You see a funny play there. Rodolozzi was already down and tried to flick it backwards, but he'll be down behind the line.
Loss of loss of half
a yard.
1 yard loss of the play.
Second down. Minute 45 remaining, clock rolls. You look ahead at the Highlanders games coming up. Malden, that's a team they know very, very well, as I noted. Chelsea, a team that they have beaten in the past. They beat them 2 years ago, as a matter of fact.
Right here in Dilboy.
Medford, that big game at Tufts. You look at those 3 games. Those are 3 games the Highlanders would love to put together some sort of win streak.
And rivalry games. Those are games you circle.
Absolutely. As the jet sweep here given to Rich. He's knocked out of bounds. Flags coming in all over the place. So we're going to have a hold. Ishmael Mack was down on the ground with Joseph Allen sitting on top of him. I think that might have been the hold.
Looks to be that way.
Minute 8 remains in the game. Clock stop while they figure out the penalty.
Yep, and they'll move the ball backwards.
There you go.
Holding offense. 10-yard penalty.
Second down and 14 now from
2nd and 14.
Highlander 41. Clock rolls. Final minute of the game. Highlanders trailing 29-10. They were able to get into the end zone here in the fourth quarter with a 72-yard pass to Marcos Pineda. Give us to the up back.
It's Nico Alves.
Nico Alves. And he is pushed back after a gain of about a yard. 37 seconds remaining. That should do it for this game. It's 3rd down and 13. Gloucester content to let the clock tick away here. And as the last 5 seconds tick away here at Dilboy, Gloucester will come away with the victory. They will move their record to 1-1. Highlanders will be 1-1 on the season as well. 29-10, the Gloucester victory. But again, as we talked about, Eddie, Highlanders did look better than we've seen them against Gloucester in the past, no question about it.
Yeah, they did. We started this by saying this is another kind of measuring tape game, and what do you think, Todd? Do you think they measured up?
I think they definitely measured up for the schedule that's coming up. And you know, GBL games coming up, rivalry games coming up, and I think they definitely have some good shots to put together some wins.
Absolutely, it's a hard-fought game. The Highlanders played, well in that first half, well enough to keep themselves in the game. Second half, the Fisherman just took over and kind of surged. You saw a little bit of the Highlanders' old habits kind of creep in at the end. You want to see them clean it up, but like you said, you like what you see so far.
No doubt about it. Severino broke things open for Gloucester in the second half with a 79-yard touchdown run. Cribbs gave them the initial lead at the end of the first half after that long drive with that 14-yard bruising touchdown run. Cribbs, Severino, a little bit too much for the Highlanders tonight, but the Highlanders did look good. The long touchdown pass, 72-yard touchdown pass to Marcos Pineda.
Love to see that.
Love seeing that. And you see the Highlanders playing against this difficult competition. Fusil as well as Ishmael Mack will be learning from this.
They can hold their own.
Will learn from this as well.
Absolutely.
They will be confident moving forward, and we will see them moving forward as they will face off against Malden next week and Chelsea the following week. Those games 6 o'clock here at Dilboy Stadium. We'll have coverage on Somerville TV, and don't forget the big game at Tufts. It's the Tufts Classic, the Fall Tufts Classic, as the Highlanders take on the Mustangs of Medford at Tufts University on the Jumbos Field. That will be 6 o'clock on Friday, October 4th. Big games coming up for the Highlanders. Eddie, anything else from you tonight?
It was an exciting game. I mean, the way it started, right? It started off, obviously, with the situation that we had with LaGreca in the beginning, but, news is that he's doing all right.
Absolutely.
So we love to see that, and Highlanders, still played hard in this game and executed well.
No doubt about that. Michael LaGreca did go down in the opening kickoff. He is looking good. Vitals are very good. Spoke to the athletic director as well about that, and he is looking very good and full motion going on for him. So it looks like Michael LaGreca will be all right moving forward. Good fortune and good luck to him as he recovers from that injury. That's going to do it for us from Dilboy Field here tonight as the Highlanders fall to the Fisherman of Gloucester by the score of 29-10. Thank you very much Matt Fronduto on camera. Thank you very much, Joe Constantine on production. Thank you, Eddy Maldonado on commentary. Thank you for watching at home. I'm Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Ed TV.